Welcome to another edition of IMO Sports with Pedro Justice. Sources say the proposed Manny Pacquiao Terence Crawford welterweight title fight pegged for June 5th appears all but deaded after funding from Abu Dhabi investors never came through. Crawford at long last would have finally landed an elite opponent. Now the wait continues. This is the news that we got yesterday. We felt sad for Terence Crawford, but should we? Because today, Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence is reportedly now being explored for July in the U.S. after the prospect of a Pacquiao versus Terence Crawford fight in the Abu Dhabi fell through. Now, the Terence Crawford fans are sad, but the Errol Spence fans are like, hey, now get it. Now get it. Now get it. Celebrate. Celebrate. If this is true, wouldn't you be dancing like this too? Get it, Errol? Yellow BZ. Now, this is some foolishness. Now, I'm here to report that if this is true, it is bad news for one Terence Bud Crawford. And the reason I say it's bad news is because how can you let this fall through? Now, it's to the point where the Manny Pacquiao side is like, it was never serious. There are also reports saying that Pacquiao signed, but Terence Crawford didn't sign. Why would that be? What is the turmoil going on with Top Rank between Bud and Bob Arum, Teofimo Lopez and Bob Arum? Something's going on, and it's not looking good for that side of the street. But back to one Errol Spence, a Manny Pacquiao fight would be a big deal. That means that he would be the big fish, as he said he was. I am the big fish. Now, look at there. Errol, Thurman, they're out there. You got Ugas. You got Bud. Come on, man. What's going on here? Terence Crawford's in the welterweight division. They're talking about Ugas, Errol Spence, and then now they're talking about Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao. It looks to me that Errol Spence is the king of the division. And when you feel like the king, guess what happens? You dance like this. It is crazy, man. I mean, do you really believe that Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence are going to fight? Now, Errol Spence right now came back from that horrific car crash, made easy work of Danny Garcia, and now he's sitting on top of the world as a pay-per-view star, so to speak, because he's doing good, solid numbers. All you have to do is make more money than you're losing, and that's a plus. And then the gate, he's racking up in there. So Errol Spence is becoming a boxing star. Now, in worldwide, they might not know Errol Spence, but in the boxing community, they know he handles his business. And I just said a key word. Boxing is a business. And the fact that Terence Crawford is not getting the fight, if this is true, it's because he's not doing good business based on him and Bob Arum or for whatever reason I do not know. All I know is things are looking up. It looks like Errol Spence is in the driver's seat right now. It looks like his name has some clout to it right now. And if Manny Pacquiao chose to pick Errol over you because he knew that it would make more money, he knew it would be easier to work with because he's worked with Bob Arum before, then that means that one Errol Spence is the big fish. Now, there is someone out there that's still out there that could possibly get the Manny Pacquiao fight, and it is Mikey Garcia. Now, Mikey Garcia, I mean, he doesn't look like he's in welterweight shape right now. But it's a good sign. This is like 4 days ago or so that he was in the gym working out. So it does say that he is preparing for something. He's getting ready for something. But keep in mind, Mikey Garcia and Manny Pacquiao have been rumored to fight for a long time now. And we know that to be the case. Now, what happens if Errol Spence fights Manny Pacquiao? Guess what happens? Ugas Thurman. Now, I know Terence Crawford fans are like, no, Bud Crawford should get it. But it's easier to make a fight against Thurman. Thurman did PBC, they did them a solid by actually allowing Errol Spence, Thurman did PBC a solid by fighting after coming off such a layoff with his injuries, being married, and he fought Manny Pacquiao. And sure, he made the money and all those good things, but it's the fact that he jumped into a hard fight. And so he's saying, it took me a few rounds to warm up with Pacquiao, but as you saw, I was winning those later rounds. And so I feel that I deserve another shot at a title, and this would be his opportunity to get that WBA belt back. And I feel that Keith Thurman Ugas will be the next fight if Errol Spence is able to land that Pacquiao fight. Now, if he doesn't, then of course it's going to be Spence Ugas. Why not? Why not collect 3 of the 4 major belts and have that in your possession? So right now, the odd man out is Terence Crawford, if this is all to be true. Do you believe this is true? Do you believe that Errol Spence got the fight and he's at his house now dancing like this? Or do you believe that this is all hogwash and Manny Pacquiao and his team are throwing everybody on a wild goose chase? Let me know what you think. Until next time, it's Pedro Justice.